Hi everyone and welcome back for today's video. As you can see, it is no pouring, it is no resin work, nope, we are going to draw something today. And I'm going to use charcoal on the completely wrong paper for this portrait drawing. As you can see, it is taped already on an MDF board so that everything is going to remain flat. And basically this is oil painting paper. So paper which is designed to grab your oil paints, or acrylic paints actually, but it's not really meant for drawing. Now you might wonder why I've chosen this paper for a drawing. Actually, I didn't. So this sketch was sitting in my shelf for about a year, or even longer perhaps. And for those of you who follow my channel for longer already, might have seen this guy as an oil painting already. When I sketched this one out on paper, I decided to make it as an oil painting on the MDF board directly. So I put this sketch onto my shelf, let it sit there, and did the painting on the MDF board directly. So this video already is up on my channel if you like to follow along. And now that I've cleaned up my studio, I just came across it and thought, why not trying doing some charcoal drawing on this completely wrong paper for it. I just wanted to see if it works out, what result I can get, and I was pretty amazed how well it worked, I must say. So as you will see during the video, this paper is pretty roughly textured, so it is kind of made like a canvas. So it is paper, it is a bit sturdy, and it has a texture like a canvas, which is cool when you paint in oils, so that the oil paints can grab better on the paper, but it's a bit tricky when it comes to charcoal, I must add. It's like a rough sandpaper when it comes to applying the charcoal, and it's a real pain when it comes to details. So I did not really focus too much on details for this drawing here. It was meant to be realistic, but not really photorealistic when it comes to details. So I wanted everything to be there, but not as detailed as it could have been perhaps. But still, I will let you watch the entire video. I hope you will watch the entire video. And technique-wise, as usual, I'm drawing in layers. So meaning the first layer is done with the charcoal, of course. I spread it around, I made the first shadings and the outlines of the figure itself. I made the darkest parts in the beginning so that I have the darkest values just to judge the other values against it. And there comes a point where you cannot really apply much more charcoal and to get areas even darker. This is pretty much normal. But there it comes handy that you can work in layers. Actually, it's pretty easy to work in layers there. Meaning you make your first layer and your first adjustments, darks, values, and then you spray fix it everything with a spray varnish. And this fixes everything onto your paper. The advantage, you can go over it with a second layer and go darker and darker and darker the more often you fix your layers. The only thing you need to pay attention at is that you keep your light values light, because erasing becomes harder the more layers you have fixed already. So if you have a layer fixed, you might get rid some of it, though you can erase a bit of it, but the more layers you have fixed and then realize that you made a mistake and an area has become too dark, then you really will have a hard time fixing it without destroying your paper, which makes the entire thing even harder, because if your paper is damaged, the charcoal powder is going to grab even more on this damaged paper and you will get a pain of it. So make sure you leave your light areas as light as possible, especially in the beginning phases, until you really know that you want to go darker in certain areas. Overall, I think I used about 5 or 6 layers on the entire piece. So some areas where it is especially dark, I had to use a couple of more layers to get the saturation that you can see in the drawing itself. And this is basically everything that I do for the entire process. Normally I just add the charcoal on the darkest areas, so that I have the charcoal sitting there, and then I'm using some of my tools to grab some of this powder and use it to shade all the other areas which are going to be a bit lighter. Whether you use a brush to make the shadings, or a blending stump, or a Q-tip, or a kind of cotton wool, whatever you like to use as your blending tool, whatever you feel most comfortable with, take what you have. I usually take all these materials and use them more or less randomly. So I like to use brushes when it comes to large area smooth shading. I like to use the blending stumps when it comes to more detailed shading perhaps, and sometimes I even use my fingers. So you all probably have heard that using your fingers is a no-no when it comes to painting and drawing, especially when it comes to drawing, to be honest. But this is due to the fact that you always have some grease residue on your fingers. The good thing when you're working in charcoal and you blend your drawing with charcoal, then there comes a point where your finger is just saturated with charcoal powder. At this moment there is no greasy anything left on your finger, and you can use it pretty much perfectly to push the pigments into the paper, to spread the pigment around and to blend. It needs a bit of training, of course, so especially if you want to go for a smooth transition and something like that. But on the other side, it also saves a lot of time when it comes to shading larger areas. Give it a try, you will love it, I'm sure. And this, I think, is everything that I wanted to tell for this little project here. You have seen this beta version, so for those of you who want to follow my process of drawing a bit more in detail, I'm going to upload an hour-long version just with a music background to my channel as well. So there is a special playlist where I have these really long videos in there, so you can see what I'm doing. This is pretty much unedited. I didn't really watch the entire thing and cut out any scenes, so it's just what it is. I sped it up for, I think, 3 times normal speed, but you pretty much can see anything that I'm doing. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed watching this drawing video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or just want to say hi. Of course, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications and to not miss any of my new coming videos. So thank you so much for your time, thank you for watching, and other than that, I hope to see you in my next videos. Have a great day, bye bye.